Okay, Shalom. Shalom. Kwam Yasha'Allah. Koholoyim La Yahweh. Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Bahashim. Rahahakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone, who do rule well and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. And just want to say, the water to all the H.I.M Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai to the best of their ability. This is Yahanan the Waf just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. Definitely in the last days, flood behavior throughout the earth, especially these Americas, Babylon the Great. But I got a couple of articles here. This is in Law and Crime, this particular one. I think the other one may be too. But these are Edomites where, or I would say this is the spirit of an Edomite. I'll put it that way, because this guy, he could very well be an Israelite, because it's not a skin color thing. You know what I'm saying? There's no such thing as white or black people. There's different shades of red people on the planet, different shades of brown people. And you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you come from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob's name was changed to, of course, to Israel, or Yasha'Allah in the Hebrew tongue, which means that you're princes of the power. Through DNA, you're blood relatives of our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Now, you have Abraham, Isaac, and Esau, which was a twin brother of Jacob, which came out red. And those are Edomites. Two different nations. The Lord said that they will be rivals. They will be two manner of people, separated from our foremothers Rebekah's bowels. So this is not a skin color thing, man. Your DNA, your family lineage, it goes through your father. That you can get that account in Numbers chapter 1, verse 18, where it talks about your pedigree, but it comes from your dad. Because basically the sperm that are swimming in the male, that's the seed. Those are already children. They are exactly what he is. And the woman, she has absolutely nothing to do with the ethnicity of the child. Even though the child may, have a lot of her features, could come out looking exactly like her, But that seed is the male. That's his seed. So just wanted to explain that real quick, for the new believers or newcomers that's coming into this truth. Again, there is no such thing as black or white people, but we do, we read the spirit in certain situations. Don't get me wrong, Jake out here doing some weird ass shit too. But this one says 16-year-old, he shot newborn daughter twice in the head after covering her with snow, then left her body in the woods, right? So now let me get this headline on this other one. Okay, it wasn't in Law and Crime. This is in the People magazine. After raping girl 6 and keeping her in a pit with sister's body, duo may both get plea deals. And that's that's the spirit of Esau. Where look at this guy. Look at this guy, scum of the earth, man. This definitely reminds me of Job, man. Let me get the book of Job real quick. He looked like he climbed directly out of a damn cave. This is Job chapter 30. Let me just start from the top. I'm gonna start from verse 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. And there was a reason for that, you know what I'm saying? Because, Esau, haven't you been seeing these so-called white people in the news, especially the women, dealing with these dogs in a sexual way? A lot of that's been going on this past year and the year before, and they've always been doing it. It's just this internet. And they actually recording themselves doing that kind of shit, dealing with their pets, man. Okay, but it says, yea, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished. For want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness, in former times desolate and waste. That's what this guy looked like. He looks like he's desolate and waste. Who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief, to dwell in the clefts of the valleys and the caves of the earth and in the rocks. These are your original cavemen. Among the bushes they brayed, and that word bray is going up into like howling, because they didn't speak a spoken language, man. They just just grunting and shit. To dwell in the clefts of the valleys, in caves of the earth and in the rocks, among the bushes they brayed. Under the nettles they were gathered together. They were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. Look at this guy. I'm going to get into a little bit of this article here. Look at this dude. Now, I'm going off into stuff like this because, see, Esau, he wants to try and throw Jake out there as if they're the most violent people on the planet. But Esau, he be committing some of the most heinous fucking crimes, man. They just don't plaster it on the news like that because Esau don't want that bad image, man. When it comes to these school shootings, a lot of these goddamn stabbings that's been going on, these motherfuckers shooting up churches and setting churches on fire, doing fucking boat buys. I gotta say boat buys. Motherfuckers coming by on a boat, shooting up river walks and shit. This is Esau, you know. Just into all kinds of shit, bro. But they don't put it on the news like that. They try and make it seem as if Jake is the mascot of all this crime, when in reality, it's Esau, man. Esau is the one that's committing the most heinous crimes out here, man. Okay, so it says Daniel Callahan, 37, confessed to deleting Callie Burnett, 35, before kidnapping her two daughters. S.A.N., or if you know what that is, you know, the S.E.X. assault, the 6-year-old child, and then he deleted the 4-year-old sister. He confessed as part of a plea deal with federal prosecutors, also admitting that he kept the 6-year-old girl in a dirt pit with the body of her dead sister. Now his alleged accomplice, Victoria Cox, 34, has also been offered a plea deal by local prosecutors in Mississippi. See, you know, the lowest of that's why the Lord called them base men, man. These are the lowest scum of the earth. The woman accused of assisting the man who abducted the two young sisters after deleting their mother, deleting the 4-year-old, and keeping the 6-year-old as a sex SLAVE, you know, a slave, according to the U.S. Marshals, has been offered a plea deal. Now, why are you offering them plea deals when you know that they done this? That's why we know, this has got the spirit of an Edomite on it. Psalm 73. Let me start at verse 3, but the point is in verse 5. Let me start at verse 3 here. It says, "For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men." See? They're not in trouble as other men. You don't get no damn plea deal. You think if Jake, a so-called black man, Hispanic, or Native American man, they'd have plastered that shit all over the news, you're not getting no plea deal, buddy. They're going to give your ass the chair or lethal injection or something. Okay, so Victoria Cox, 34, appeared in Mississippi courtroom October 13th, where prosecutors presented her defense team with a plea deal offer. You see, offering these people plea deals, man. The details of that deal were not shared in court, and the defense said they would have to consult with Cox before deciding if they would agree to the deal being offered by the... Okay, anyway, man, y'all, these people shouldn't be offering no damn deals. She was charged with capital deletion, capital kidnapping, and capital sexual battery for her alleged role in the abduction of the two girls and the deletion of one. The man who masterminded that plan, 37-year-old Daniel Callahan, confessed to his crimes in federal court earlier this year while accepting his plea deal. There you go. In a factual basis he signed after agreeing to enter guilty pleas to federal charges of kidnapping resulting in death and transportation of a minor with intent to engage in sex activity. Callahan admitted to deleting the mother of the two young girls, 35-year-old Callie Burnett, in Louisiana. He then admitted to driving the girls from their home and unincorporated community located approximately 70 miles north of New Orleans to Mississippi. The next day, he drove back to Louisiana to pick up Cox and then returned to Macomb, Mississippi with her and the two victims. Callahan said in the signed factual basis that he and Cox engaged in criminal sex activity with the 6-year-old victim, after which he deleted her 4-year-old sister by holding her closely against his chest. The assistant U.S. attorney for the said that a relative discovered the body of Callie and reported her two daughters missing. Look at this dude. And this guy right here, he can play Jesus Christ, man. He can play your white Jesus, your idolatrous white Jesus in any of those religious movies. See? That's why the scripture says to never trust thine enemy. And two, if they're doing shit like this right here and you can call 911, just imagine what it's going to be like when you can't call 911. Just imagine that. Esau gonna be in his heaven then. The surviving sister was tracked down that same day thanks to a joint effort between local, state, and federal law office enforcement. He had stolen Callie's car, which was discovered close to the property where the girls were being held captive, where she was being kept with the body of her deceased younger sister. Cox managed to avoid federal charges since, unlike Callahan, all her crimes were committed in the state of Mississippi, and she agreed to testify at Callahan's federal trial. See, this is that bullshit. They both should get that business, man. They need to be taken out of this planet, man. But this is Esau. This is his kingdom. That's how, you can pretty much overall tell these are Edomites. Now, they don't have no picture of this lady. I didn't see no photos of her. Okay, but it says, in a post-Miranda interview with the investigators, Cox corroborated Callahan's account of the sex assault of the 6-year-old. Her trial is scheduled. Okay, sentencing for Callahan, federal offense. Federal prosecutors agreed to not seek the death, but he should be put to death. That's scriptural, man. You know what I'm saying? Now here you go. You'll have these judges swearing in on the Bible, have people swearing in on the Bible, but you're not keeping nothing that's in the Bible. Scripture talks about, hey man, blood for blood. You take a life, and then you out here, come on, man. You S.A.N. little girls, man. But that show you how this man, he's violating the earth, man. Can't get around it. Yeah, man. Yeah, this is a complete goddamn monster, bro. But let's get a little bit of this other story. Let me see. What was the other one I had? This other guy. Weirdos. You know what I'm saying? Just weirdos, bro. Goddamn weirdos. Look at this dude. And he got a little smile on his face, too, man. So that lets you... This is some Esau shit. Edomite shit. 16-year-old shot newborn daughter twice in the head after covering her with snow, then left her body in the woods. Let me get this scripture. Because it's prophetic that this, that we're in the last days, that in the last days, this man will be revealed, man. This is 2 Thessalonians 2:3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. And that man of sin, the son of perdition, that's Esau, Edom. That's the biblical race for the so-called white race, man. Because Esau became a nation. These are the red people. Like, you see these people that, you can clearly see they're not white. Look at this guy. His shirt is white. See that? But you can clearly see his damn ears is red as hell. You know what I'm saying? And his blood is showing forth through his skin. And he's sitting there with that doofy ass smirk on his face. That's Edomite type shit right there, man. And then they'll get to talking about, mental this, mental that. He had a mental breakdown, whatever the hell, man. Okay, so this was... It says a Wisconsin man accused of fatally shooting his newborn daughter and leaving her in the woods when he was a teenager is preparing to go to trial. Logan Krockenberg Anderson, 21, was 16-year-old when he allegedly shot his newborn daughter, Harper, and left her body in the woods, covered in snow. According to the attorney office, then teenage girlfriend gave birth to Harper in a home in Albany. Okay, days later, the baby girl was found dead, and the teen father was charged as an adult with first-degree intentional homicide and hiding the corpse of a child. It showed you, man, hey, this man don't care about his own seed, so you know he don't care about you, Jake, man, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's why the scripture says to not trust this man. According to the criminal complaint obtained by the news, the mother of the baby gave birth in a bathtub. The girl's father called 911 days later, reportedly saying that the girl took the baby out of the house and he had not seen the baby since. Esau, lying, man. He's a damn liar, man. He says it come from... Matter of fact, let me get that one. He steps out of the womb speaking lies, man. Psalms 58:3. It says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies, man. They go astray as soon as they be born. This dude, come on, bro. Wicked as hell. That's wickedness right there at its finest, man. Your own seed, bro. I mean, when you think about it, like, out of all the ways You could have deleted the baby, which is wrong as hell. But you gonna shoot the baby in the head fucking 2 times, and hey, that's Esau with that sword. What it say? The scripture says that Esau was gifted with that sword, and today that modern day sword is his gun, man. Okay, so it says, let me see what else they got in here. When the girl was questioned by investigators with the sheriff's department, she reportedly told them that she and Kruckenberg Anderson decided that they could not keep the baby. Kruckenberg Anderson reportedly told deputies that the couple contacted someone named Tyler on Snapchat to take Harper to an adoption agency. Kruckenberg Anderson told the police that he gave Tyler $60 for completing the task. Wow. Incredible, bro. However, Kruckenberg Anderson's story reportedly changed. According to the complaint, he allegedly admitted to taking Harper to the woods, covering her naked body with snow, and leaving her to die of exposure. When he walked away from the days-old baby, he heard her crying. After that, let you know this man is cruel, man. These are cruel people, man. Just think about the shit that they was doing to us in slavery, man, when we had no voice at all, bro. Crazy. After Kruckenberg Anderson led investigators to the baby bodies, crime scene technicians determined that Harper had been shot. He allegedly told police he shot the baby twice in the head through. According to the complaint, an unnamed juvenile turned a firearm into the sheriff's office saying that Kruckenberg Anderson had given it to him days before. The firearm matched the 2 bullets that were found near Harper's body. He was charged with 1 count of first-degree intentional homicide. Okay. Anyway, hey, this that Edomite shit. This is Esau, man. This your boy E. This is good old Uncle E right here, man. Here's this damn demon right here. James and Jennifer Crumley convicted after their son. This the guy that shot up the Oxford school. This little fucking weirdo right here. And killed all those. And he killed a bunch of damn Edomites, and you see, you Edomites are gunning down Edomites. Let me see, look at here. Glamorous suspected serial killer takes pleasure in killing. Kept landlord's body in her home. See how pretty this little motherfucker is? Hey, Jake, you gotta watch out, man. It says that, I think she might be Northern Kingdom, though. She is alleged to have killed 4 people in 5 months. God damn. Hey, you gotta watch it, man. Gotta watch it. Now, let me see what this is. Lost track of time. Yeah, you sure you did. Parents left 6-month-old child alone on beach for an hour so they could take a stroll with their other kids. Man. So don't just let them try and make you think that Eve is unfit. That Jake is just unfit to be unfit fathers and mothers, and just doing all this damn crime out here. Don't get me wrong. Again, we never vouching for Jake, because Jake is wicked as hell. 2/3 Jake wicked as hell. We not vouching for him at all. But we have to point out Esau, man, because Esau, he makes it seem as if he's just this goddamn this little darling. You know what I'm saying? He's out here committing the most heinous shit, bro. The most heinous shit. So here you go. You got the 16-year-old. He done off this baby. Just think, this is the type of motherfuckers that's running in these schools, gunning down everybody that they see. Crazy. This chick didn't know that she was pregnant before. Like, how long did before God damn, you could have took your Edomite way out with the abortion, because Esau came up with that abortion bullshit. This guy's wicked all around, man. You think that they'd have had sense enough to where at least you're gonna kill the damn baby? You'd have done it that way, nigga. You should have strapped up. You should have let the damn baby die in a fucking rubber, man. A condom, you clown. But this is Esau. This is Esau, man. And these kinds of stories, the Lord is allowing these types of things to come to light because Esau got to be exposed, man. We had to expose his ass. And that's why I be doing these lessons, because they're notorious for throwing Jake on TV. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said, Jake do be doing some foul shit. But when it comes to these people, now, why haven't we heard about this? Why you ain't seeing this on the news? The only way we be seeing and hearing about stories like this is when the brothers, the men of the Lord be going into these types of lessons, man. We don't be hearing about Esau on TV like this, man. You don't think that this shit should have hit national news? But they'll throw you niggas on there. You don't think that this, especially this guy right here, let's go back to this goddamn weirdo. No, not Salah. Where this dude at? Where he at? This guy right here. Look at this dude, man. Whew. Looking dirty as hell. He just dealing with the 6-year-old. Like, what are you saying? What could you possibly be doing with a fucking 6-year-old, man? What could you, I mean, like, what? What could you possibly be doing, bro? How can she actually be, what kind of play, just sadistic, man. He killed the mama. Matter of fact, I wanted to see, we can end out here. Let's see what this Victoria Cox look like. Let's see if they got a picture of this bitch, because they didn't throw her picture up there. And again, I'm telling you, man, Esau, he does that because he don't be wanting y'all to see that it's people of their kind that's out here that's just ruthless as hell. Here's her right here. Hold on, is that her? Let me see. Hold on. This is her right here, I know. I ain't want to go all up into the... Let me see here. No, they got a bunch of bullshit going on. Yeah, they just got that picture of dragging his doofy ass out. Like, see, like, come on, bro. They don't even had a picture of this lady up here like that. They should have had this bitch's mugshot straightforward. None of these are even the woman right here, man. They should have had her fucking picture up here, right up front and personal. But this is her right here. If y'all can see her right here in this corner right here. Let me see if they show it in this Yahoo hookup. Here she go right here. This weird looking bitch. Look at her. Is that a Jesus Christ cross you got on your neck? Come on, bro. These be your Christians. I'm willing to bet you they Christians, man. Yeah, this is her right here. That's a bad mugshot. God damn, that's a woo to the woo. Yeah, hey, this is Esau. Look at them recessive genes, man. Monster, bro. Monster. Like you as a woman, you will help this motherfucker do some shit like that, like just monster. So don't give it up for Shesaw too. Yeah, we gonna keep on you Edomites ass, man, because y'all constantly on ours, man. But anyway, I mean, these people have to be exposed. That's a part of the work, man. So we got to throw these videos out here and there, man. So with that, I do pray that this lesson was edifying, man. This is crazy. This bitch look crazy as hell. Look at this bitch. God damn. Like, how is he not? You think that y'all would have been getting together? He would have had some sex with this grown ass lady that's stupid enough to help his doofy ass do what he done. Well, he's got his eyes on the children. And it's Esau, that pastor, Trump's spiritual advisor, that pastor that he only got 6 months for SAing that 12-year-old over and over again for years. They gave his ass 6 months, man. So this is Esau's kingdom. They're not in trouble as other men. This shit is retarded. Anyway, I pray that the lesson was edifying. With that, Kwame Yasha Allah and a Bible ball.